Happy Valentine's Day. Remember, on this completely made-up holiday, that your sweetie doesn't want chocolates or flowers. Get her something she can really use, like a t-shirt or a hat, or maybe even a mug from the DK Project. Go to the DKProjectPodcast.com, click on the merch tab, and find her something she can really use.
Hello, I'm Morgan Freeman. And if you're like most fellas I know, you still haven't gotten your lady something for Valentine's Day. Well, don't fret, because I'm here with the perfect gift idea. Not a damn thing. Because if your lady's like most women I know, the only thing she likes more than flowers, candy, or jewelry is being able to hold it over your head the next 364 days that your sorry ass didn't get her a thing, which she'll then use to manipulate you into buying her lots of roses, chocolate by the crate, and the kind of diamond ring you only see when Kobe cheats on his wife. So quit stressing, fellas. Head home with empty hands and enjoy the rest of the day. Meanwhile, ladies, get ready to enjoy tomorrow through February 13th of 2014. You evil, manipulative she-devils. Happy Valentine's Day.
From the DK Project. Welcome back, everybody. It is a snowy day here in DK Project land. We got a small blizzard going on. It's not even a blizzard. Give me a break.
It's not even close to a blizzard.
No, I remember when it was like dangerous for you to leave the house, where this is like, although I did just walk over to the damn hardware store near me.
Hardware store? Yeah.
And they got the Traeger grills there, and I was kind of like, I'll take a look at the Traeger grills, because I really just wanted taffy, and I didn't want to make it look like I just stopped by for taffy, because that'd be a piggish thing.
At a hardware store, nonetheless.
Yeah, right. Well, and when I walked in the door, somebody I knew was checking out, so I'm like, well, shoot, I can't be grabbing taffy if he's standing there. So I went back and talked to a little grill, because I didn't even know they carried them. I just happened across them the other day. And
wait! Is this like a free taffy dish, or is it like you purchase it?
No, I walked over there to pay retail for taffy.
Okay,
that's something fat people do. Pretty common. I love taffy. And so I start talking grills, and they keep pushing me towards the knockoff of the Big Green Egg, which is fine. I don't care.
The Komodo, the red one?
Yeah, well, it's burnt orange, but whatever. And I'm like, I want the smell of the wood chips. I don't want, I want to set it and forget it. So anyway, the one guy's rattling on. So then you called, and I'm like, all right, I got to hustle back, because I know time is of the essence. And so I run up there, I grab my 4 taffies, and they all know me over there, because I'm either eating popcorn or I'm eating taffy. And I go to check out, and she goes, oh, do you ever read the jokes on these things? They're just funny. I'm like, well, occasionally, I don't know. I said, I don't know. So she starts reading the jokes, and I got 4 pieces of taffy. So she's like running through them, and I'm like so enraged.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so I'm still like,
come on.
Like, come on. Like, yeah, exactly. And then you're like, I don't want to be rude, but did you just have a cigarette? Because, boy, it smells like an ashtray in here. It's not pleasant.
That sort of happened to me yesterday, ironically. I and one other person, we met a financial guy over at a nearby restaurant bar area for a quick meeting, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm not going to name names, because I really like the place. It's really close to my office.
Oh, name names.
Really close.
Ike's.
Not with our numbers. And she comes over
raging
to drop off waters and take any beverage order or whatever, and proceeds to get into, like, totally not even provoked by us whatsoever. And she's kind of off a little bit, like talks real fast, real loud, throws out swear words in the first time she's ever met you.
What?
She's on. Yeah.
Oh, get management on the phone.
Darren, I swear to God, she went on for probably 8 to 9 minutes of stories of her life. Like,
what?
This is why you came over to take an order. Yeah. We were looking at each other when she left. We looked at each other when she left. We're like, that's different. Like, There's one thing being social, and then there's one that's just like being insane.
Well, insane's a pretty strong word.
She was running down things like, she was bouncing. She went from traffic to coffee places to got a ticket for driving after not reinstating a license from different states, and like a lot of too much information for a guy who's meeting another guy.
And that makes you uncomfortable because you're like, what do you do? Do you like cut them off? Do you how do you shut that down? You just can't. Oh man, that's tough.
You just let the battery wear out and then it should go away.
That's very similar to when you go to the hardware store and ask Sam about grills. Sam's other job is working at a record store. And
in town?
Yeah, he's actually he's actually a like a nuclear dude, like military nuclear dude.
Really?
And I think he just, I don't know.
So, is that the in town there that business that fronts
vacuums?
It's got to be yes, vacuums and records. I went in there it blew my mind. I left going, there's no way these guys aren't moving a lot of drugs through here.
There's like a whole underworld when it comes to albumums. I'm telling you.
I know, but what store has vinyl albums and vacuums? I'm like,
boy, you're kind of pinpointing where I'm at here. Why don't you just give him my address? No, it's not that one. It's the one over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of vacuum record store places.
Yeah, luckily, when you put that in the Google, it'll only bring you up one. But it, according to Sam, there's a whole underworld of records out there. They're coming back. People are buying that shit. There's a reason why we got away from it.
Yeah, they're buying it. They're buying it because it's the latest thing to do.
For sure. But it's not like my daughter's friend has a record player. So you have a record player and it Bluetooths to your stereo.
Yeah, I know. Like, what's the point?
It doesn't seem right at all. Hey, I came across this. I came across this deal the other day. What do you got?
No, you rattled my brain on when you mentioned music. I was going to ask you a question because I'm trying to snag tickets to a Mark Knopfler concert.
Knopfler, I love Knopfler.
And but in Red Rocks, in the Rado.
When is that?
And I was going to ask you, I've never seen a show there. Have you?
No, that's where the original proposal to the bride was supposed to take place. And
really?
And it was cold. Yeah, I went through like hell on earth getting the engagement ring there. And it was cold. We went there and we're doing there's like a park or whatever. And we're doing the tour. Or not an actual tour. We're out walking around because I'm trying to find the perfect spot. And it's starting to get dark and it's so cold, and you're like, I don't want to, and then you look up and there's some psychopath in a gunny sack hanging off the side of a cliff with a carabiner holding them to the earth. It's like, what are you doing, man? When people rock climb and they decide just to nap it out for the night, it's a little strange.
Yeah, I would say so. That's intense.
Oh my gosh. Like it was so cold. I didn't want to hang out. And they're like camping, like camping when you're a rock climber, it's different camping. It's more like hanging. It's more bat-like than it is, ground dwelling animal because they're hanging off the side of the deal. So
really,
yeah, I ended up not proposing. Whatever.
How romantic.
Yeah, it would have been cool, but it was cold.
No, it was freezing cold and there's a dude hanging off of a rope. That's not really
Then the proposed wife decides to do my laundry, washes the ring in my pants. It was ugly.
You scrapped the entire mission? Like it wasn't you didn't it
Yeah,
wasn't
it wasn't.
that you didn't propose there. You didn't propose at all at that moment, like at that day, that weekend?
No.
Oh.
No, and I don't know how much longer afterwards it was. I don't know.
But there was no I presume when you were there was no concert going that was going to be there.
No, I wasn't even close to the concert area, I don't think. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I was just in Red Rock, Colorado, so whatever. You know, we did what we needed to do.
See. The show is September 7th, but the tickets there's a pre-sale. That's another thing, man. Have you bought concert tickets lately?
No.
God, it is. They have ruined that.
Why? Because a $100 ticket costs you $160 because of the stupid bullshit fees. Thanks, Ticketmaster.
I'm not even going to get into the pricing of tickets. It's absurd. But just the process,
dude, I'm going. I'm going. Order me some tickets.
No, check this out. This is a real thing. Like, you're going to go buy a ticket. Well, there's a pre-sale before the pre-sale. If you're a member of someone's group, then you can get the pre-sale. If not, you go to the regular pre-sale. Then when you're in there, you got to sign in using your Facebook account or your whatever account. You can't just God forbid, log in as yourself.
God, shut up! I'm just frustrated listening to it. It's like
and then
I hate it.
You can only buy the tickets on this day if you use an American Express.
You have a Visa card? We don't take that here.
It's so dumb.
It's bullshit.
Just sell the damn tickets.
But I can see it now. Live from Red Rock, the DK Project coming to you live. I don't know how to do a remote.
That's a nice. Wow.
How sweet would that be?
You got till September to figure it out.
Yeah, well, we're either going to be under or over by then. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
we could do it. Are we bringing chicks? Or are we keeping this a secret?
the concert in Red Rock.
No. Yeah. Shh. Use your inside voice. Yeah, dude, I like it. I like the NOF. I would do that. I'm in. I'm going to go whether you're going or not. I mean, whatever. Well, you know what? We'll get there. We'll sell some merch. We'll jump on old Knopfler's back. It's a park. What are they going to do? Well, I know what they're going to do. They're going to smoke some grass and go to the concert. It's Rado.
Oh, that's right. It's legal.
Going back to Rado. That'll be the next rap song. Hey, I saw your boy Sebastian on the YouTube today doing some live radio in New York City. It was recorded, but it was live when they did it. They had a pretty solid cast this week.
I know.
I was going to call you, but I got sidetracked. It's been a crazy week. Big time. Big time.
Me too. I'm just buried in work, but I screwed up. I always listen to their cast on Monday.
Yeah.
And I had to go to the office and work over the weekend, so I listened to it on the weekend.
Oh,
it's very
jump the gun.
Don't have it for the week.
You got nothing. That's why we like to release the DK Project on Mondays. That way, there's no sneaking it in over the weekend.
Mm.
But on a day like today, we're popping an extra cast up. So there's going to be a Friday. Yeah, there'll be a Friday release today.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh yeah. I mean, all I do is give.
Is that from our? That must be our two-parter we did.
It's a best of. No, it's last week's show. Or the
back to back.
It's the last one we did. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Hey, so listen to this. I saw a thing the other day, and maybe I whacked, but I don't know. But there was a story about vegan condoms. Is that such a thing?
Vegan?
Yeah.
Vegan condoms?
Yeah. Like rubber trees are not anything to do with animals, are they? Am I missing something on the vegan deal?
I
don't know.
Wait. Okay. First of all, I mean, back in the day when we called them rubbers, they're latex, not rubber. So I don't know that a rubber tree comes into play at all here.
Listen to you breaking it down. I don't know. So where do we get latex from? Is it an animal?
God, I don't. That's a good question.
Whoa, hitting home. Back when we called them rubbers. I can see my kids cringing right now. Jesus, Dad. Weren't they buckskin then?
Sheepskin, son.
Yeah, well, I wasn't quite as wealthy as you were.
So I'm intrigued though. So a vegan condom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the most surprising thing is like vegans that are that hardcore. They really getting laid?
Well, here's the thing though. So you meet a chick at a bar and you're having a good time and you end up going back to her place. Mm-hmm. And you whip out a condom. She goes, "Is that vegan?" No, it's a cheap one out of the vending machine. Does she go,
"Are you gonna eat it?"
Well, then it ain't going to work. Like, do they draw the line in the heat of the moment to say, "Ooh, sorry, that's not vegan"? But I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not that well versed.
Is that the thing that stops them?
Yeah. Could you imagine?
The guy standing there with a regular Trojan in his hand, and he's going, look. He's going, look. I got past your armpit hair.
Yeah.
You better. Well, I'm not going to get aggressive here, but.
Well, we have to do some research. Is the vegan condom a real deal? Because I want to know. Because a lot of your vegans drive cars with leather seats, and they wear leather shoes, but yet they're
rubber
vegan.
Tires. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that. I don't know how that relates.
A vegan. Well, I was tying your rubber tree into it. Full circle, baby.
Yeah, closure.
Closure. I think vegans are not supposed to wear leather shoes.
No, they shouldn't have leather upholstery either. They're all posers. What a bunch of bullshit.
Sons of bitches.
That's just a bunch of bullshit. I just saw Howie Mandel on a TV thing, and he had a joke that I thought was kind of funny. It's a little aggressive, though. Can you handle it?
Run it. Yeah, hell yeah.
So he was talking about the little Monopoly houses on Monopoly. He's like the little hotels and houses. And the other guy goes, yeah. I think the houses are green. And Howie Mandel goes, well, I've been taking those little houses and I've been putting them around my testicles. And the guy goes, what? And he goes, yeah, I'm trying to get a cul-de-sac. It was on a talk show. I'm like, that's funny.
Really?
Yeah, and you know how funny it is to hear Howie Mandel swear? Just because you're so used to seeing him on like that stupid America's Got Talent or
yeah.
Or what else, the show with the cases. He's on there dropping Effenheimers and stuff. It's pretty funny.
Really?
I think I've got a new my new favorite comedian is the Rat, whatever his name is for real. Why am I drawing a blank?
Who?
The hillbilly from Louisiana. It'll come to me.
Theo
Vaughn.
Yeah.
He is just crazy. I mean, you could easily get worn out watching a comedic set of him because he's so all over the place. You have to be so sharp on your game to keep up with just what kind of it's everywhere. It's the epitome of shiny ball. Dude's crazy. Okay.
Really?
On to my second segment that I have to get off my chest, and this makes me so freaking mad.
All right.
So I go to the what?
I could hear you're rubbing your hands together. This is serious.
Yeah, this is big. Wow.
All right.
I thought maybe my camera was on my thing. Which would really be weird because I don't have a shirt on, but whatever. Anyway, so
you either?
yeah. Touche. So I go to the basketball game on Monday. It's a weird Monday night basketball game, right?
Yep.
And we got the boys from Patrick Henry in. You know what that means. So anyway, we're getting ready to do the anthem. I hate missing the song. Like I'll speed a little bit. I'll break the law so that I don't miss the anthem. I mean, that's an important part of my day. So I haul ass to get to the anthem. I'm sitting in there making small talk with some people. They don't come in for the anthem. They do their warm-ups, they do their whatever, then they go to the locker room, which is standard protocol. All the teams do it. They don't come back out. All right.
What?
All right. Oh, I'm just raged. I'm just raging. So I'm like, all right, well, I know the athletic director. He's a friend of mine. He used to be my neighbor. I'm like, I'll be putting some words in on this deal. So then they come out, and I'm texting over to the booth because I sometimes announce those games, so I know those guys. And I'm texting over. I'm like, don't announce them. Don't give them any acknowledgement of anything if they're not even going to come out and do the anthem. Well, later on.
So,
go ahead.
But hold on. So the way that it all went down, you're very much aware that it was purposefully.
Well,
it wasn't some
later on.
Mix-up or,
no. You mean, scheduling error? No,
yeah.
No. You would think. No, they were there. They were in the building. They were been on the court already. But they. What was told to me after the game is that a lot of times when they have these kids and it's I don't want to. Well, I don't care anymore. I'm not cleaning up my show for keeping listeners happy. I'm going to speak my mind the way I speak my mind. And it's
you heard it here first, people.
It's should get a sounder for that. But it's generally your black community who has taken a stand against the flag because of what the hell ever. I don't think any more. I don't think any less. I think less of you because you don't stand for the flag. Because your stupid statement you're making is stupid. It doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying the whole thing is stupid. I'm saying you're not proving a point by not standing for the flag. You're just showing that you have no respect for anything. I digress.
Yeah.
The game starts, and these people are just shitty. These kids from Patrick Henry. We're going to call them PH. The kids from PH are just shitty, and they're making rude gestures and whatever. And obviously, our fans, our fan section with our kids is getting a little chirpy, and they all got whatever to say, and so. Our AD has to come down. Our AD is athletic director. It comes down and sits down by our kids, and then we have a site supervisor who has to come down and sit between a group of the PH fans, and one of the kids is shooting or something and makes a basket, and then he kind of runs by our fans and he's making the like shh noise, with his finger to his mouth.
Oh yeah.
And so the ref gave him a technical immediately. So whatever, everybody's in an uproar. Well, then the game is tight. I mean, it's going back and forth, and it's fine. It wasn't that bad. Those high school games get a little chippy to begin with. And so at the end of the game, they're up by 2. We get the ball back. We blaze down the court, make a bad shot, get the rebound, dish it out to my buddy's kid. Boom, drains the 3. Place goes crazy, right at the buzzer. I mean, literally, like, this is an ESPN moment. And this kid's a sophomore. I mean, probably the highlight of his basketball career to this point. Playing varsity and draining the 3 to win the game. The whole crowd rushes the floor. I mean, it's a big deal. They're pumped.
Wow.
Well, yeah, and it's not like we're contending for, tournament play, but it's a big win. It's fun. It's exciting.
Sure.
So then the game's over. They clear the court and everybody we line up to shake hands. Patrick Henry doesn't shake hands. They just leave. One coach and 2 kids shake hands. So I'm going through the roof. I'm just livid. But let me back up 2 steps. When the AD's sitting down by our guys, I rip down there because I'm like, I'm going down there to give him shit because this is crazy. This is so insulting. So I said, hey, man, what's up with these guys not standing up for the anthem? I said, that's a good way to make them understand that the disrespect that they're showing or lack of respect that they're showing is because no one's making them respect things they should, like the flag. Like it's just a loosey-goosey thing. Do whatever the hell you want. We don't care. We're not going to discipline you for it. If you don't want to stand for the flag, don't stand for the flag. Well, those are generally going to be shitty kids. Because if you're a high school kid and you're making decisions like that, you have no idea what you're getting into. You have no idea the ramifications.
If you're a high school age kid and there's no one helping guide you through the right decisions, you're you're on a collision course with pretty bad future.
I mean, if you're a Vietnam vet or a Korean vet and you've got a reason to be pissed off at America, that's different. When you're a snot-nosed 16, 17-year-old punk from the city, you got nothing. You got nothing to say other than, oh, look at me, I'm a dumb kid. God, we're probably going to lose our Patrick Henry listening base here, but I don't care. I'm willing to sacrifice those listeners because they need to wake up.
Our pH base.
Yeah, we're going to need more acid because our pH base is, or no, less acid because we don't have the pH to balance it out. So I'm just raged, and I go down and I talk to the athletic director, and I'm like, hey, buddy, this is unacceptable. And you know what he said to me? Shh, we don't want to rock the boat. I'm like, so it's okay for them to shit all over the anthem and the
anthem.
Yeah, but I can't say anything because they're gonna get mad. Then what? They're gonna throw a fit on the court. I mean,
that's the irony, right? They are worried about offending the 16, 17-year-old,
right?
But not concerned with offending the rest of the majority of the nation who respects the flag and the anthem.
Well, and they don't understand the reason why your stupid ass is able to get out there and play basketball is because of our freedom and the people that have fought for our freedom, and that's what the flag represents. You moron! Pull your pants up. Shut your mouth. So here's how
pants up is right.
Here's how we go full circle. State of the Union. Okay? Unacceptable behavior by some of these people. I get it if you're not a Trump fan. I get it. The fact of the matter is, he's the leader of the free country, leader of the free world, and the biggest and the strongest, well, debatable country in the world. And these people are being so disrespectful. That one lady didn't even stand up when they were talking about cancer and kids and cancer. What's the matter with you? What has he done that is so bad? Did he kill one of your siblings, or did he want to put up a wall to keep us safe from Mexico? Ooh, it's child cancer. Oh my gosh, I can't handle. I was texting you during the event. It was like watching a boxing match. Oh, look at this shit! Look at this! I was so mad.
I didn't get those until way after, but pay
your bill.
It's entered. No, I didn't have my phone on me.
Oh,
it's entered such a childish. It's a mockery. The entire where we're at politically right now is just foolish.
Well,
it's both sides. It's really bad.
But how do you
There's
fix
not a lot
it?
Of leadership.
How do you fix it? Chuck Schumer, time to retire. Nancy Pelosi, time to retire. Hey, I found out where she got her money from. Do you know where she got her money from?
I do know this. Why can't I think of it?
Chicken of the Sea. Her husband owns the Chungking tuna or whatever.
Oh no! Okay, I would have been wrong.
And they got it on a U.S. Paraguay island or something where no rules or no tax or laws from the United States are covering this island. So she's a scumbag, just a pile of shit. But whatever. I don't want anybody to build a wall. I don't know. I don't like.
Generally speaking, okay. Let's just do. I want a little not quiz, but out of every politician, so every senator, congressperson, House, blah blah, everybody, right? What percent? And I want just dead honest answer. What percentage of that whole group of people do you think are good to the core people? Like they're for the right reason.
The number, Charlie, is 0. 0 is the answer.
Good. All right.
No, it's bullshit. Why is it that the guy who's checking my bag when I'm boarding a flight, who's living on peanuts anyway, isn't getting paid, but your fat ass is sitting up there in the Senate, in the House, and you're getting paid? How is that? Why are they not part of the shutdown? Why do they not have to work for free? I don't understand. I'm baffled. Now I'm raging.
Now, I'm a fucking race car, right? And you got me in a red. And I'm just saying that it's fucking dangerous to have a race car in a fucking red. That's all.
Well, I've been saying this every election cycle since you've known me pretty much, but where does it all start? It's where the fixing it starts. Term limits.
Yes. Term limits.
Dead serious.
Unbelievable. Well, and the problem that we're running into right now is all of these people on the Democratic side. That little quip you sent me from Owen Benjamin yesterday, man, that sums it up. Because it's not that all of your Democrats are bad people. I'm not saying any of them are bad people. It's these left-wingers who are just so far off the planet. Like, get your act together. There's no future when you're that far to one side. This brings me back to one of our original casts that I got into is, do we elect all these people because they're the best candidate for the job, or did we elect this, foreign woman with a handicap? Did we elect her just because she punches all the buttons?
Yes.
Like, really, are these people really the best? Because I got to think the best candidate for the job is somebody who's going to be somewhat in the middle. I'm going to play here, I'm going to play there. And I consider myself that kind of a person that I don't care what you think. I'm going to listen to both sides. And I'm not going to cram down your throat, but when you're a complete asshole and a moron that stems from not standing up for the flag and not shaking hands, I'm going to be pissed. Right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Am I wrong?
Oh, dude. No, you're right. The people being elected, and especially this is a little heavy. It's on both parties, but it's obviously in the Democratic Party a mainstay is punching all the buttons, like you said. It's ridiculous. I don't give a shit if somebody is a certain color or is a male or a female.
No,
I don't care.
The fact that you're making a point out of it is the problem. Like, you're the racist person if you have to bring it up. Why do you have to tell me that, oh, he's the first black whatever. Who gives a shit? I don't care. Do your job.
If I was in a position where I had to, like, my 9-year-old child had to be driven from point A to point B, and it was the most harrowing, dangerous, one mistake car off a cliff drive. And there were two options. One was a professional driver, and one was a gay, black, half Latino, transgendered, blah, 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 blah. I'm picking the good driver.
No, you're not. You're racist. Totally racist.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I totally agree. But that's what they're going to say.
The person who's best for the job.
Nope, that's what they're going to say. You're racist, man. And it's just gotten out of control, and I don't see where the end is coming.
Me either.
Maybe it's not.
Whoa.
That's the end of the political segment, dude. Goes right into that. This is my hockey playlist.
Oh, a little Motley Crue.
Now if I could turn it off, what the heck? I'm going to Brainerd tomorrow, man.
That's why we're casting a day early. You got me off my rhythm here.
Yeah, you know what? We got a game tomorrow at 1:00. How does that happen?
Bemidji?
Brainerd.
Brainerd. Okay.
Breezy Point. Yeah, Breezy Point. Oh, here's the other thing. I got to reopen the political segment for a second. What about this governor from Virginia and the KKK hat and the blackface?
Yeah.
Is that weird or what? Where are you at on that?
Why? Why do you think it's weird?
Well, because I have a certain Jules Winfield picture of some individual that would not allow him to be a governor in the future.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that
Jules
right there
Winfield, my man in Amsterdam.
Do you seriously have a picture from that?
Yeah. I don't think I have it on my phone, but I do have one, yeah.
Oh, that right there, I could never run for any office.
Hell no, dude. You're lucky that they're not burning you at the stake. Yeah, so there's not going to be a presidential run in your future, that's for sure. Dead in the water. So this guy, I think he dressed up as the black person in that scenario, right? Is he the same governor that thinks they should allow, like, partial birth abortions? Is that the same guy?
That I don't want to. I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I'm not sure if he's the same. I know what you're talking about. I'm not sure if he's the same guy though.
It's crazy. I don't know. I'm kind of again back on this whole thing. Like, what about people who dressed up like cowboys and Indians when they were young? Are they out?
Yeah.
So if you can't,
soon.
If you can't dress up like a black person, but a black person can dress up like a white person, you can't dress up like a cowboy or an Indian or a whatever. Is there anybody left? I mean, really?
Yeah. I mean,
I want to talk to these people. I want to see. I want to talk to these people. Now, granted, he maybe made a bad decision, but what has he done over the last 25 years? None of that matters.
Your rage beat me to the point. Yeah, he did some goofy thing way back at a costume party when he was in high school or college or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a look and see what kind of job he's done for the last couple decades?
Right.
God,
it's disgusting.
Now you're getting me pissed.
Well, it all started with the
Anthem.
Yeah, the Anthem, man. I tell you, once I went down that rabbit hole, you can't get out. But
Right.
now this guy's life is absolutely off the rails. And yeah, maybe he made some bad decisions. I don't know. But
Yeah.
you know, they whatever. It's just bad. It's really
All I know is I haven't been reading headlines for the last 10 years saying, Virginia governor is doing this terrible thing and that terrible thing and this terrible thing.
No,
but
but
this is the only reason he's in the news.
you know what you have been reading though?
What's that?
Another Democrat dies with a perfect life. They did nothing wrong, ever. No traffic violations, no racial slurs, no commenting on anything they shouldn't have. They never looked wrong at anybody. They never farted in a public place. They had a good run. What a bunch of bullshit. That doesn't happen, but that's what they're looking for. I farted in church once. What do you want me to do?
Can you can you even imagine? So
I don't know what's more shocking, that I farted in church or that I was actually at church to fart.
Well, I think it was in church.
It was at my wedding.
No, hey, here, listen to this. Can you imagine, given the things that we're kind of finding out now, like with these pictures from high school and the judge? Remember when the old judge confirmation? They went back to his party at high school, whatever. So can you imagine that when the next crop of politicians, the kids who are 15 right now, when they're going to be political age, these kids have lived their entire lives with one or more social media platforms,
right?
Which is never going away. I mean, that stuff's it
should be easy to figure out. It's low hanging fruit.
But I mean, come on, you're not going to find one person in 30 years who hasn't done something foolish.
Here's a scenario: 10 years from now, you've got yourself a millennial who's running for, let's say, the governor of Minnesota.
Okay.
Ton of social media, very active on the social medias, very positive partier in college, had a good time, runs for governor, and this is 10 years down the road, right? So this guy's 25. Is it his social media that's going to matter, or his parents? Because they're still going to be breastfeeding him when he's 25. Because these kids today cannot be away from the womb for very long. Whoa, that was almost a new political segment ending. But that's my big concern, man. These kids that are going to be that age are so coddled. They're so like, it's embarrassing. When you go to these sporting events for these kids, it's like, okay, you can't be on the ice. You got to get off the ice. You can't hug him the whole time he's out there. Let him skate.
Yeah. Yes.
There it is again, dude. It's the end. I got to be able to end it though. Hack. Now you know how my why they're not calling me back to do more announcing for the hockey games.
Wait a minute. Is that what is that for real? The crew, is that what you use for hockey?
Yeah. I got a whole hockey playlist. If you came to a game sometime, you'd get to hear it. But whatever,
I just wanted to know what it was, so I could, other listeners want to know too. But hey, when we were talking about social media,
yeah,
Oh, I had to break down, or I didn't have to. I broke down and allowed my daughter
Oh, I saw that.
to get on Instagram.
Yeah, what's up with that, dude? Welcome to the dark side.
And it was I put up a good fight. Weeks. Just she wore me down.
Really?
Just weeks. Yeah.
Well, you did the right thing though. You made it private. So what big deal?
Well, there were some stipulations, and that was I'm the one who set it up. I'm the one who keeps it private, and I'm the one who knows her password. So she can't.
Wow.
Not that she would. She's a good kid, but she can't accidentally change something, and all those notifications are going to go to me if something does happen. So I feel okay about it, but it just sucks.
And she's not doing any of it till the driveway's shoveled. Put some work in there. I just set the kid's phone up so that it's supposed to only allow them on there at certain times, and it's not working. It's malfunctioning. I spent 2 hours today on phone with GoDaddy. The kid was really helpful, but boy, he's like, don't you want to use this platform? Don't you want to do this because you want to look more professional? If you use Gmail, you're not going to look as professional. You want to start a brand and keep that brand. I'm like, listen, bud, you're the one who's working for GoDaddy. I'm running like 4 businesses here. Let me make the decisions. I think it's great that you're, what do you think about coming to sell for me? Because you got your salesman's hat on right now, bro.
Plus, last time I checked, I think it's in the 900 million people use Gmail. I think
that's what he said. Well, it's not secure and it doesn't look professional. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, shut it. But he literally, I've got a little bit of a mess in my online setup over at the GoDaddy. Because it's...
oh, really?
Well, I got like 35 domains. And, whatever. It is what it is. I got to give you the update on my AirPods. So my AirPods, did I tell you the story?
No.
My AirPods are...
You can't have an update if you didn't even tell the story.
Well, the story is the update. I'm giving you the update. What? So I have these AirPods, right? And I just love them. And I was listening to the cast the other day because I have to preview the cast before they go public. And for some reason, then I went down to my basement and was watching TV. And then I, went on about my day. Well, I get up in the morning and I grab my little case that has my AirPods in it. And there's no AirPods in it. And I know the college kid was complaining that his weren't working properly, whatever. And I'm like, did you really take my AirPods? Like, is this where we're at?
Oh,
so I'm a little perturbed and I'm like, whatever. And so let's say that was Monday. So Monday, I'm railing on all the kids. Like, I know somebody took them. I'm not going to lose both. Generally, 97% of the time, I only use one because I use them as a phone. I don't use them as headphones unless I'm listening to the podcast. So I'm getting on them. So then Tuesday comes and I'm like, man, it sure would be nice if I had my AirPods. Well, in the meantime, the little dude had asked, because I have like a workout set of headphones with the hooks on your ear. Well, he had asked if he could borrow those. And I'm like, well, I'm not currently in a workout program, so, go ahead. And so he's using them like one time. And then all of a sudden the 18-year-old's got them on. And I'm like, what is going on here? How did you get those? And he goes, oh, I just asked Adam and he gave them to me. I'm like, well, I don't know that they were Adam's to give away. I lent them to Adam until we could figure out what he's going to do, but they weren't really his to lend out. So then he's wearing those, and they wear them all the time. So like, and at what point have they, like my headphones that I have on right now for the studio are huge, and they're probably one of the better pair that you could buy without, having some kind of insider credit and millions of dollars. But, and like if somebody comes in and talks, I could still hear them. But when my 18-year-old wears the AirPods or my Beats or whatever they are, he can't hear. Like I'm in the kitchen with him and I'm like, hey, you check the ASU website today? Nothing. I get crickets. So then you got to yell. Well, then he gets all pissed off at you. And I'm like, where's my AirPods? And why do you still have my Beats? So whatever, we're going. So then on Wednesday, right, he's like, he gives me that serious look that he never does. And he goes, don't ask me about your AirPods again. I don't have them, and I'm sick of you asking. Because I was railing on him.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. And now he's big enough to where I have to like, okay, sorry.
Yes.
Here's
You
a
have to back your way out of
here's
it.
a 20. Yeah, keep my eye on him the whole time. Make sure he doesn't make a move. And so anyway, I come home on Wednesday, and he after he had told me that there's absolutely no reason to bring up the AirPods again.
Ballsy.
And I'm carrying all this merch, right? So I get all my crap, and I look down, and we've just gone through this big Arctic freeze, and everything's kind of slushy. And I look down, and I'm like, God damn, there's an AirPod on the ground.
Oh.
So then I sift through some snow and find the other one.
Oh.
So I pick them up, and I put them in my pocket. I'm like, oh shit,
You lost them?
This is well, I'm not saying that. Thinking someone ditched the product when they knew I was onto them.
Oh, it's like flushing the goods.
I'm just kidding. But so anyway, I immediately start screaming like a schoolgirl at the top of my lungs, and I go in the house and I'm like, get some rice. So I throw it in a little bucket of rice, and I leave him for a little bit. And he's like, they ain't gonna work. They're never gonna work again. I'm like, you know what? I got to try. I got to try. They're
whoa, why wouldn't they work? They're in frozen. They're in snow, not water.
Oh, well, it had started to melt, and it was like slushy,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you understand how ice and snow work, right? It's actually water, and it's frozen, and sometimes water freezes, and then it melts, and then it's soft, and it's wet, but it freezes. I'm more surprised that I didn't drive over them, because I now have somehow the outside parking spot while my family gets to park in the garage, and literally like...
You're getting walked on, dude.
Don't even bring it up. So 2 wheel widths to the left, and these things would have been crushed. I mean, I had to have run them over because the parking is so tight at my house that I'm sure my daughter drove over them, but it was so cold, they were protected in a little cocoon.
Little cocoon of snow and ice.
So I ripped these babies out, throw them in the old rice, shake it, leave it sit for a day and a half, and they are like brand new. Brand new, baby. I'm telling you.
I mean, they work.
Well, yeah. I think they work better than they did before because they're actually cleaner. Are you having a beer?
Did you hear that?
Are you having a cordial?
No. having an orange LaCroix.
Hey, you know what? You might have a drinking problem if you're sharing beers with the dog. Hey, little Fluffy, are you ready for your afternoon beer?
No, it's a sparkling water.
Of course it is. You're only fooling yourself. All right, man, we got to wrap this thing up. I think we got another one for the books. We've had some ups. We've had some downs. We had an extended political segment today, but you know what? It's okay because it's my show. I can do whatever the hell I want.
But it was a good hang.
Well, and next week I'm hoping you're going to get back on your show prep and do a little something because I know you're not busy. But we'll make it all fly. I'm going to have a guest coming in here pretty quick. I've been sending out some emails. I'm thinking the last 2 weeks of this month are going to be not good for you.
It's going to be tough.
So,
we'll see. I'm hoping to pull through.
Wow.
But we'll see.
We might have to do some locational stuff. That's fine. Anywho, let's wrap this thing up. Hey, everybody, there's the website, the email, the social medias. You can call us. Listen for the details. Everybody have a good week. Thanks so much.
Take care.
Bye now.
That's a wrap for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends. If you'd like to reach out, you can use the studio line at 612-504-6500 or by email, thedkprojectpodcast@gmail.com. And of course, there's always social media at the DK Project Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.